The family, get all the friends coming over, think about whose birthday's coming up, who do you want to give the best gift to for Christmas, and today we're going to solve that question for you. We're going to give you all the answers right here with this. This is our today's special value. It's from Rastelli Meats. It's our #1 food brand here at QVC on this day where we're celebrating 24 hours of food nonstop. And what are we bringing to you? One of their best offers. We wait for it all year. This is the Filet Mignon, and for the very first time ever, we're giving it to you with the steakhouse butter. That garlic and herb Epicurean butter, just like you get when you go to the steakhouse. Today, we're bringing you the flavor, the tenderness, the juiciness, the quality that you would expect to pay $60+ per steak for at the restaurant. Here today, it's less than $14. You get 10 of them. They're all individually blast frozen and vacuum sealed for freshness so that now you can take this, put it in your freezer, and for up to a full year, you can use it whenever you'd like. And every single time, it's going to be the freshest, the most tender, the most delicious steak. You're going to get 10 of them with the Epicurean butter, with the seasoning, which I got to tell you, I only used the butter today. I didn't even use the seasoning, and the steak was perfection. And it comes in that black reserve box. We'll tell you a little bit more about that in just a second, because right now I would love to invite in our friend and our guest, Ray Rastelli. He has been bringing us great meats here at QVC for the last 6+ years. And Ray, what I love about this is the fact that you're not only our #1 food brand, but you're the only person I know, right, personally as well as brand-wise, that services the only 7-star hotel in the world with their meats. And now I can have that same meat on my table. Welcome on in. It's great to have you here.
Thank you. It's great to be here with you, Alberti. And, we're really proud of that because those folks trusted us. They know what they're going to get. And that's what we love about our QVC family. When we talk about our steak, when we talk about this specific product, it's Black Angus. It's reserve, which means only 4% of all cattle in the entire United States will meet this requirement for quality. But I want you to notice something. We have completely taken every ounce of fat off of this tenderloin. Now, there are only 2 tenderloins on every steer of beef. So we only get 8 to 10 steaks out of every steer that we actually bring in to supply QVC. And I will tell you that the price of meat since January has almost doubled. This hasn't. QVC has worked with us since January to make sure that we keep the numbers where they were. So this is truly a value. You'll want to make sure you grab this as soon as you can because it's going to hold up in your freezer. But here's what I need to show you about this tenderloin. When you think about this, we do not get the tail. That goes here. You do not get the head of the tenderloin. What we get is all center cut filet mignons. This is what your steaks look like. You can see my knife gliding right through it because it is so incredibly tender. But I want you to see the steak. The steak is what is the star of the show. It's Black Angus, it's reserve, but it's been aged for 45 days. And what that does, Alberti, it naturally breaks down the enzymes and proteins to be able to give you a steak. Every steak looks just like this. There is no fat anywhere on this steak. All you get is beautiful marbling. That's the same steak you would get if you went to that 7-star hotel in Dubai. This is the same steak that you get at a great steakhouse around the country because we've been selling them for so many years. But it all starts on the farm. It all starts where you get that cattle from. And most of this cattle comes right from my backyard. That is my yard. You're going to see about 600 head of Black Angus cattle out there that we raise for this program. But we have farmers all over the country. These are friends. These are people I've trusted for 45 years. And trust is important when we talk about food. You want to know where your food's coming from. You want to know who's responsible for bringing you the best product. So I go all the way back to the farm. I make sure we get nothing but the very finest Black Angus cattle that's going to actually produce these filet mignons. And when you get these filet mignons at home, you should expect to have this perfect filet, full of marble, but no fat at all. that's what you should expect, and that's what you're going to get.
And I got to tell you, from end to end, the Rastelli Meats experience is bar none the best. You saw the farm. I've been to the facility myself. I've seen all of the different butchers who hand trim and hand cut every single one of these steaks for you, as well as I've seen the facility, how clean it is. Today, we're bringing you the opportunity to get home delicious, good quality, amazing quality meats for you, for your family, and something that you can feel really proud of giving it as a gift. I'll tell you this, if I was to take 10 members of my family basically is 10 people, right? My brother's 6, plus my mom and dad, that's 8, plus me, that's 9. You go to a restaurant, 10 people. What would you pay? What would you pay to spend a beautiful night together with your family? Today, you're going to be able to get everybody that steakhouse steak for less than $14 a steak. You can't do that at the steakhouse, right? We're giving you the butter. We're giving you everything that you need. You've heard call after call today saying how easy it is to prepare these, how delicious they are, how surefire they are every single time. It's an amazing, delicious experience. You can't go wrong. Today is your day to order it. It's the final Today's Special Value of the year from Rastelli Meats. Now, as we see on the screen, you can get these immediately. I would say get them right now for yourself. Do not delay on getting this home. Also, if you're sending this as a gift, you can send it on November 15th. You can send it on December 6th, and we'll ship it anywhere in the country or to your house. Maybe you're making room in your freezer. You're thinking about like, okay, well, I don't want it in my freezer before Thanksgiving or to the December ship window. We'll send it to you in time. And for me, Ray Rastelli, I'm always thinking about surf and turf on New Year's Eve. Right? It's not just Christmas for me, right? It's like New Year's Eve. I want my surf and turf. This is the steak that you want. This is the one that you want to ring in the new year with. This is the one that you want to celebrate an anniversary or a birthday or a holiday or a raise or, anything, a promotion at work with this. And today you can do that at the most affordable price. And Ray, for anybody that's joining, right? Let's talk about this. Right? Because you do this just for us, and it makes me so happy, right? You can't even go to Ray Rastelli's butcher shop and say, hey, can you individually vacuum seal all those? He won't do it. He'll do it just for us here.
That's so true. We do that for QVC because we want to make sure that when you get these home, they'll fit anywhere in your freezer. So don't be afraid to get these home now. Get them in your freezer. So you've got them for the holidays. You've got them for guests that come over. You may just take 2 out and bring them to someone as just a wonderful gesture. And it's not just about Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, Alberti. Think about the gifts for anniversaries or for birthdays or for colleagues. I can tell you as a business owner, I send lots and lots of gifts to folks that I do business with all over the country. And you know what they get? They get these filet mignons because I know they're going to be so impressed. So think about a filet mignon. And I know everyone thinks, geez, that's a really expensive piece of meat. Except this is not really expensive, but I am going to show you how to cook this piece of meat and how every steak will be perfect. So here's how you start. You start by taking the seasoning. Just drop the seasoning on top and you're getting that seasoning. Take that and drop it right in a skillet, just like I did here. Now, that skillet is really nice and hot, and there's a reason for that. I want to sear those fillets. I want to seal in all the juices, all the flavor that's inside that filet mignon. And it doesn't take very long at all because we give you the seasoning. You're going to take the filet, you're going to drop it on, and look at this. Look at that beautiful sear that I got that quickly, right? And I can then actually do the sides of that entire tenderloin. And I'll just roll it because every time I roll it and I sear that side, what I'm doing is I'm getting more and more seal around that tenderloin. So that's going to take you about 2 minutes. That's what's done at great steakhouses. But here's where the magic happens. Take that skillet and move it into your oven. Have your oven set at 400 degrees. And here's what I've done. They go in the oven. They come out of the oven in about 6 to 7 minutes. And I want to show you what happens at that point in time. You've got these beautiful fillets. But you know what? We've given you that compound butter. And this is where the steakhouse gives you something very special because they put that compound garlic herb butter right on top. And that's what melts into that steak. That's what gives you the flavor on a steak that you've never tasted before.
Yeah.
So when you go to a great steakhouse and you say, why is it always so perfect? Well, it's because you start with the very best. Black Angus Reserve. aged 45 days. And then they cook it in the oven. They finish it with this compound garlic and herb butter that we provide, and that comes to you with the steaks. So we've making it really easy. And of course, in addition, I'm giving you a little 10-page guide on how to prepare these fillets, whether it's this way or whether it's on the grill like you did earlier, Alberti. So
you know, it's so
makes
funny.
it really
How many times have we had like Beauty Today's Special Values where they have like some sort of like name, right? Like the Laura Geller Trip to Tuscany collection, right? I feel like this should have been the Trip to the Steakhouse collection Today's Special Value.
You know, Ray, I gotta tell you how much I appreciate this, because I'm thinking about all of our QVC friends who don't have a really good butcher nearby. I'm not talking about the grocery store. I'm talking about like that really good butcher.
Good butcher.
A lot of people don't have that close by. And then the other thing too, Ray, is even if you do, when you go in there, what do you buy? And then you're spending the money, but you're wondering, this gives you confidence. Like, okay, I'm also getting the butter, so that's going to be good. I get the seasoning. You get everything you need to make an incredible dinner. Because listen, whether I spend $139, $39, $239, it doesn't matter if when I serve it, my family's like, you don't need to make this again.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So like on those important occasions, the last thing you want to do is serve something where you're kind of embarrassed or it didn't come out right. Like, I just think for someone who's not an experienced chef, this is the way to go. Put your money on something that you know is going to be really delicious.
Yeah. Our #1 food brand.
Yeah.
Our #1 food brand at QVC, right? Winner of Best Grilling Food at QVC. We sell more Rastelli steaks than I think any other steak at QVC. M76060 is your item number. Here's what's going on. We have 3 ship windows. We've taken over 6,000 orders in this show, well over 41,000 for the day, or since Sunday. Today, for 5 payments of $28, you get this home, M76060. Just tell us if you want it right now, because if you do, I have fewer than 12,000. If you want it on November 15th, 3,000 remain. If you want December 6th, 3,400 remain. They're going quick. M76060, just lock it in on auto delivery, get it every 90 days for a full year.
Like, no, I'm not gonna say no one, but most people I know on a random Wednesday night after work don't say, I'm having filet mignon tonight. No. Because, well, I mean, Alberti, you and I, how many times over the years have we gone out to dinner? Many times.
Many.
You know, just the cost of that, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
To be able to, on a Wednesday night, be like, well, for $13, yeah, maybe I will have filet mignon
You can
tonight.
celebrate more often. You know what I mean?
Or the birthdays coming up, the anniversaries.
This is better. This is better every time.
Maybe you're starting to date someone new and you want to wow them. Well, you know, 5 meals in here for the 2 of you.
All right, so here's what's going on. If you want our today's special value, we're busy. Before we get into In the Kitchen with David, definitely pick yours up because we will sell out of certain ship windows, and I've got over 500 people actively placing orders on our phone lines right now, so please use QVC.com. Let's invite in Burl. All right? Burl, come on in. My name's Alberti. Sandra's here with me. Ray is with us as well. Welcome on in. You're live on the air at QVC. How are you tonight?
I'm very well, thank you. Hi.
Hi. So now, did you pick up our today's special value?
Yes, I sure did, and I've had them before, and they are absolutely wonderful. Mouth-watering, easy to cook, easy to follow the recipes that come with it, and I would recommend them to anybody.
Oh my God, that's like the best testimonial call ever.
Well, just the fact that she's coming back for more.
Yes. And I'll be back for more.
Beryl, I have a question for you. For the quality that you're getting, what did you think of this today's special value price?
I think it's very, very good because they are absolutely mouth-watering, delicious. They're very tender. And I'm a good cook, but they were so easy to cook. You can do, you know, and if you want to make a nice meal for somebody special, then you could do a baked potato and some, you know, veggies and a salad. But they are just absolutely mouth-watering.
A baked
tender,
potato
juicy.
And a salad and that butter. Oh.
Yes.
Beryl, now I want to dig in.
I know. We all want to dig into this. We all want to dig in with you. Listen, let me ask you a quick question. You've obviously loved these meats and these products that we bring to you here at QVC, Burl.
Yes.
And I'm sure that through the years, you've picked up many different types of meats at either a local butcher shop or your grocery store. For
Yes,
somebody
I have.
that's wondering, what's it like to order meat on television, right? What's
good
it like?
question.
Tell us, what's
Well-
your experience